It's your boy Rich Secrets, and today we're going to be going on with a fire topic. We're going to be talking about exactly on how we're going to plan to quit your job in 2022. Y'all, this is going to be a real good YouTube video. When I tell you we want to try to pack everything inside to help you guys to be able to quit your job in 2022. Now, before we go ahead and get started with the video, make sure you like and subscribe. That way you'll be updated every time your boy drop a fire video. All right, let's go ahead and get to this. All right, so quitting your job, right? When I say quitting your job in 2022, I do not mean that you have to quit your job and able to be a business, right? You don't have to quit your job and able to be a business. And I actually find some people find that you have to quit your job and able to jump out there on the porch and be able to do business well. You know, you learn from experiences. I'm the type of guy that finds that a job will help you get to there. So I wouldn't suggest anybody to quit their job unless you already are financially free, okay? Unless your business is already making you to where you can quit your job, right? Pay your bills, pay your gas, pay all your expenses, right? With just your business alone. Then you are able to quit your job, okay? But until then, this is how we're going to plan this out, right? Enable for you to quit your job in 2022 and be able to be financially free with your business, okay? Now, this is how we're going to start it because this is what most people do not know to do or to set up when they're at their job, right? And I wish I would have knew this when I was at my job just 2 years ago and I actually had my business developed and everything, and I didn't do the right things to my business, right? To set me up to be financially free. I'm financially free right now, but I would have got it done a lot quicker, okay? I would have got it done a hell of a lot quicker if I would have knew these things that I'm about to give you guys right now, okay? And it is possible to start from your job, right? Start from your job and start investing from your job into businesses that will, or whatever industry you're in, invest into that industry into where it makes you financially free, right? But you have to, of course, set up the right plays in order to make this work, right? So no matter if if this is just a side hustle, because what I used to do is, and this is what I consider a side hustle because I didn't have my own dealership, right? I was underneath another dealership. But what I did was I was selling cars, right? I was selling cars on the side. I was underneath a dealership, right? I was underneath a dealership while I was selling cars. But the only thing is that first of all, I did not have an LLC tied to this. Now, mind you, it was another dealership that I was selling underneath, right? But because the whole fact that I am self-employed, right? I'm self-employed. I'm going out and I'm purchasing these cars with my own money, right? And flipping it and getting profit off of them. That is a business. That is my own business, right? So the problem I had at first is that I didn't have a business established. I didn't have a legitimate business established that showed, hey, listen, Kai sold cars, or Kai had some type of side business, or Kai had some type of established business going on, right? I didn't have that. That was nowhere in the records, all right? The only people that probably knew I sold cars were the people online, right? That was pretty much it. But other than the established business, if anybody asked me, hey, did you have a S corp? Did you have a LLC filed? Did you have anything filed? The answer would have been no, right? I didn't know anything about those things. And if I did, I would have knew this LLC would have been able to set me up way better with the profits because, y'all, I sold cars for probably about a year and a half. I sold cars for about a year and a half. And I definitely made, I would say within that year and a half, I would say I probably sold somewhere near about 80 cars. It wasn't that much, but definitely more than the average. Like I was by myself. So sold 80 cars within a year and a half span. And to just take this out and break this down, that if I had an LLC and I had these funds going through that account, right? If I had my profits and I had the money that I brought in to be able to purchase the vehicles going through these accounts, right? It would have been able to set me up for more success. It would have been able to set me up for more ways to be able to get more cars, right? To be able to actually turn this into a full business for me, right? But I didn't know these things that I need to know now that I'm about to, of course, share with you guys. And the first thing, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a side hustle, whatever industry, skill, whatever you decide to sell. I don't care if it's cookies on the side of the road. All right, it is a side hustle. You are making profit. You are self-employed. Okay, you're doing it yourself. So this is how we're going to plan this out. Even if you're working at Amazon, I want to give all examples out. I don't care if you're working at Amazon, Sonic, McDonald's. This is going to be the play. All right, this is going to be the play to set you up to be able to quit your job in 2022. First thing is I want you to be able to go develop an LLC. For my business entrepreneurs, for those people who want to go out and start their own business, they don't know exactly what field they want to be able to go into, but you're thinking on it, right? Once you have that thought on the industry that you want to be able to go into, right? I want you to start a LLC. Now, it depends. I want to start this off by saying this is going to depend also on how much revenue you are bringing in, because there's a difference between an S corp and a difference between an LLC, right? Kind of like an S corp is kind of saying, hey, I'm self-employed, I'm kind of working by myself, and I'm not bringing that much income in, but I'm bringing income in, right? And it doesn't give you as much as what was the word I'm trying to think of? It doesn't give you, the only thing about the S corp is it doesn't give you as much benefits as the LLC. But if you're not making that much revenue, I would suggest you go over to S corp. That way you won't be taxed as well as the LLC is. Okay? So, but let's just give an example of LLC. I want you guys to be able to start your LLC, right? Start an LLC. The next thing you want to do is start, if you don't know about an LLC or don't know exactly what an LLC is, period, make sure you go check out my video on how to file an LLC within less than 15 minutes. It's going to tell you everything about an LLC you need to know and how to file your LLC. So definitely go check that video out, okay? But start your LLC off, right? Now that we have our LLC starting off, we want to set this plan up, right? The next thing we want to go ahead and go do is get a business checkings account. A business checkings account. All right, this is going to be very important. This is not going to be tied to your social security number. It's going to be tied only to your EIN number, which is your business identification. Which is your employee identification number. Something that comes with your LLC. All you want to do is simply take that up to the bank, take it up with your ID and information, and they're going to literally create you a bank account within an hour. Okay, a business checkings account. Now, what this business checkings account is going to be able to do for you is this is how I want you to play it. Every single one of your paychecks, right? You're going to have paychecks coming through from Sonic, Amazon, wherever you work at right now. And then you're going to have your side hustle. Now, your side hustle might not be bringing in that much money. All right? I don't care if your side hustle is only bringing in $100 a week. It's bringing in something, right? Our whole point is to increase that, right? That way we can eventually quit our job. Because ultimately, let's say your job is paying you $800 a week, right? Your job is paying you $800 a week, and you're actually getting by with that $800 a week. You're paying your car note, you're paying your insurance, you're paying your light bill, you're paying your rent. You're making sure everything is paid for with this $800 a week, right? So if everything is taken care of, if all your expenses is taken care of with $800 a week, our question now within your side hustle or whatever business or industry you're in, your thought needs to be now on how would I be able to rise my business up to $800 a week? I'm making $100 a week, but how would I be able to rise this up to $800 a week? And what I tell most people is to give you guys a clue on what to look for inside your business, right? What I want you to do is first of all, look inside, first find problems within inside your industry or business that you are in that you will be able to solve, right? The money is in the problem solving. What do you mean by that, Kyle? Well, you have certain problems that are in the industry and you are in the industry that you are in, right? If you find problems and solve them, an example that I give all the time, right? Walt Disney, right? If I help Walt Disney make $1 billion by solving a problem that he had with his company, right? I helped him solve one problem. Walt Disney, right? Helped him solve a problem which cost him $1 billion. He made $1 billion off that problem that I solved. Do you think Walt Disney will mind paying somebody like me who helped him solve the problem $100 million? No, he wouldn't mind. He would not mind. I helped him solve a problem which made him money, which was of value to him, right? Therefore, he wouldn't mind paying somebody like me $100 million, because of the simple fact I solved that problem for him. So you guys are getting that the money is in the problem solving. Also, within your industry, I want you to look for how much value you can provide within your industry. I don't want you to look at just money all the time, right? I don't want you to just look at, you have to look at your numbers, but I also want you to, the main key thing I want you to be able to look at is the value. How much value can I present? Feel like I got hot for a second. So what the? Swallow some spit. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's do it. So, like I said, another thing you want to be able to look at inside your LLC, another thing you want to be able to look at inside your business is how much value can you provide for the customer inside your business, right? How much value can you provide with inside your service or business besides the money, all right? Because one thing you're going to notice as you add value into your company, service, skill, whatever you have, industry, right? When you add as much value as you can, right? And when we're saying value, we're looking at value from the customer, the people that are actually coming to buy from you, right? When you try to add as much value as possible, people will come by, right? Give you a very good example. Chick-fil-A stands on one thing, right? And that is customer service. They don't stand on Chick-fil-A sandwiches. They don't stand on Chick-fil-A, the fries or anything else that's in Chick-fil-A. Everybody else, it's a lot of other restaurants that have that. But one thing that not a lot of companies have that Chick-fil-A has that keeps the customers coming is customer service. That is a form of value, right? They provide customer service and they provide it to the high tier, right? They provide it all the way to the top. They try to provide as much value as they can to the customer. As a matter of fact, if I had an order wrong within Chick-fil-A, I guarantee you I might be mad coming in, but I won't come out the same way I came inside Chick-fil-A. Why is that? Because their main key focus is on customer service, the value that they are bringing the customer, right? What experience are we bringing the customer when they come to Chick-fil-A? As you notice, when Chick-fil-A started to get real filled over COVID time, right? The line started to get real filled, right? Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A didn't just stay right there, right? They didn't just stay stagnant just like all these other companies, just like, hey, our line is filled, let's just make the customers wait. What did Chick-fil-A do? They tried to figure out, how can we provide more value to the customer? How can we give them more experience at Chick-fil-A and make this convenient for them, right? So what did Chick-fil-A do? Now that when you go to Chick-fil-A, you see people you don't have to go through the drive-thru. You don't have to go, not drive-thru. You don't have to go through that first window and make that purchase. And then go to the second window and then get your order, right? Oh no, Chick-fil-A is taking your order right when you come through the drive-thru. You don't have to come through the menu. You don't have to come to the menu first, right? Because they already have somebody walking up to you trying to get your order. That way you'll be ready. Once you hit that window, that your order will be ready, right? Conveniency, value to the customer, all right, is a major thing. But I don't want to talk too long on that subject, all right? But I talk on that all day, y'all. But that's one thing that I want to make sure that you provide inside your business, because this is going to be something on how you increase your prices, right? On how you get that $800 a week, right? You have to just think about more and more ways or problems within your industry that you will be able to solve, right? Create value, create conveniency, all right? And I guarantee you those two things will make you money into 2022. But all right, let's go on to this, right? Because this is going to be a pretty long video, y'all. All right. So now the next thing, now that you have this business checkings account, let's go and go back to this because I feel like I was talking too much, y'all. Now that you have this business checkings account is going to be getting us set up for a lot of things, right? To be able to quit our job. Now, one thing you're going to notice that a lot of rich people use is they don't use their own money for things, even when they travel, even when they purchase clothes, even when they purchase gas, a lot of things, right? And a lot of people probably wonder how exactly are they not paying any of their own money for these things, right? And it's because they're simply developing things like loans, revolving credit lines, points, and rewards that will be able to benefit them at the end when it comes to business, right? So this checkings account is going to be setting us up for all that, right? And also, moving on. Now that we have our LLC, business checkings account, our next thing that we want to go ahead and do is start to build a business profile, right? A business credit profile. All right. Now, in order to build a business credit profile, you guys will first have to start with the Net 30 accounts, right? Net 30 accounts, I tell you guys all about. These are starter accounts that you have to get when you start your LLC, right? It's in order to get your LLC right there up on the map to where people can research and see your report. All right, and see, hey, this business is actually developing some type of business credit, right? If you do not know how to build your business credit profile right, definitely go check out my videos on how to build your business credit fast on my YouTube channel. I give you guys a lot of tips and everything on literally how to form your LLC to get ready to get revolving credit lines, loans, etc. Okay, but we're just going through the steps, right? In order for you to quit your job in 2022. And this is going to set you up and able for you to quit your job in 2022. Guaranteed. All right. You have your LLC, you have your business checkers account, you're building your business profile, right? As you're building your business profile, you're going to notice, I want you to just go through my channel for free. Also, if you do not want to go and check for all those net 30 accounts, right? If you don't want to go check for all those net 30 accounts and go research on Google and all that, I have my ebook, which is called Risk Secrets, down below in the link down below. It's going to have over 40 trade lines inside to help your business grow from start to finish, okay? And what's going to happen is you're not going to have to look for all those trade lines, the net 30 accounts, the tier 1, the tier 2, the tier 3 cards. You're not going to have to go look for them because the links and everything is going to be inside that Risk Secrets ebook that you guys are going to need, okay? I wish I had, this is the reason why I developed that book, is because I wish I had something like it when I had first got started in business, because I was that person that was literally going online and looking and Googling, okay, net 30 accounts, okay? All right, now that I have the net 30 accounts, let me research tier 2 cards. What are these? Which one are the best ones to use? I didn't know, right? It was a lot of research and a lot of headache, okay? So that ebook would definitely be down there for you guys. I actually have it 50% off right now, and that's going on for at least 3 days. So definitely go check that out, all right? But now that we have our LLC, business checkings, we're building business credit, right? Now what we're gonna go ahead and start to do is go ahead and develop revolving credit lines, right? Now, what the revolving credit lines is going to do is it's going to put us out in a position to be able to elevate our business, right? Elevate our business, right? Take our business to the next level. What do you mean by that, Kai? Well, it makes a big difference if I'm able to go if I am a business owner and I have personally never really, I don't want to say I never developed, I've never seen 10 grand before, right? But I've never invested 10 grand inside of a business before, right? Well, guess what? This is how the rich play it, right? They don't use their own money. Why? Why don't they use their own money? Because they know the simple fact they can develop somebody else's money with their LLC and use that to invest into their industry. And if anything goes wrong, guess what? That wasn't my money. That was your money. Right? This is how the rich play it, right? So they don't use their own money for anything. They use other people's monies to be able to expand and grow their business and hopefully create income, right? So with this revolving credit line, what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply take this revolving credit line and find a way to invest it into your business, right? I don't care if it's a lemonade stand, I don't care if it's a cookie stand, I don't care if you're selling hair, I don't care, right? Whatever industry you are in, I want you to find problems that you can solve within your industry, okay? Solve those problems. Create something that solves those problems, okay? Or, right, add more value within inside what you're already doing, okay? Those are two things that you can literally like when it comes to growing your business, value would be definitely like one of the most because when I say value, a lot of people would think that I'm using the term of, or they probably be like a little bit, I don't know, you know what I mean? I just feel like some people, when I use the term value, they're thinking a whole bunch of other things besides, hey, how can I provide value to the customer? How can I give more experience to the customer? Because ultimately, that's going to be the people that's going to be paying us. And the more value you provide, the more they're going to come back and the more they're going to pay us, right? You have to understand that system and the laws of life. Like that's literally, I really feel like they should put that down as a law, right? Law, you know what? I feel like they have it somewhere, the law of value, but the Go-Giver. Yes, that's what they have it at. It's a book called Go-Giver that they have it in. All right. But what I want you to do is I want you to take this revolving credit line and I want you to literally invest it into your business, right? You have to know that this is somebody else's money. This is not your money, right? It is meant for investing, right? So I want you to with this revolving credit line, I want you to be able to increase your business with it. Never, I don't care if you're a clothing line, right? If you are a clothing line and you're only being able to get 20 shirts and 20 pants a week, right? Now that you have this revolving $10,000 credit line, I want you to go even bigger. I want you to go an even bigger scale. I want you to get 100 shirts and 100 pants, right? And I want you to figure out exactly how you're going to sell those 100 pants and 100 shirts, right? You need to be in the thinking process on how am I going to increase what I am already making, right? And the benefit to this is you're using somebody else's money. You didn't have to go earn that $10,000 and save it and then spend it on 100 pants and 100 shirts and nothing didn't pan out as well as you did. I mean, as well as you planned it to pan out, right? Nobody wants that to happen. So it's best to be able to develop somebody else's money. Use leverage to be able to expand and grow your business, right? On whatever industry you are in. And I need you to think of ways to increase your volume, right? As you do that, you're going to start noticing as you're in that thinking process of, okay, I'm normally getting 50 shirts and 50 pants. Now I'm going to get 100 pants and 100 shirts, right? How am I going to market this well? All right. How am I going to market this more? Do I have to put more money into marketing? Do I have to post more, right? Whatever thinking, I don't know what industry you guys are in, right? I want to give this is the hardest thing about this video is I have to kind of collaborate it with all type of industries that you guys are in. So I'm hoping you guys are really getting the point on what I am saying. All right. Definitely comment down below if you guys are really feeling me. All right. So you invest into that industry and you increase your volume. You try to think about ways of increasing your volume and also providing value to the customer. So the people that are purchasing. All right. Now, within that whole process, I need you to know the whole game that the rich people play is as they invest that $10,000 that you have with their revolving credit line and you start to see yourself making a little bit money, right? And just paying a little bit of that back to that revolving credit line because you have to know that revolving credit line is going to set you up for even more revolving credit lines, for even more industries for you to be able to get in, for more money, for more ways for you to develop other people's money and not get taxed with it. See, that's another thing that the rich people know is that they cannot get taxed with the money, right? If you use somebody else's money, if you use any form of debt, you cannot be taxed with it. If I go out and get a loan and I use that to make a purchase on a house, I cannot be taxed with that. If I use any type of form of debt, which means revolving credit line, if I use that, I cannot be taxed with that revolving credit line because it was never my money in the first place. All right? Brilliant. Brilliant. All right? So, the main point of this video, all right, is to get you guys in the mindset of a owner, right? Ownership. Even though you are at a job, you still need to be headed somewhere else, right? So you catch people that are at their job and they'll be like, hey, you ask them where they're going. I don't know. I'll probably be here for another 2 years and I'll probably end up going over there to that other spot, you know. They don't know where they're going, right? You as an entrepreneur, and especially the subscribers that are on my channel, we need to be knowing where we're going in 2022, right? So even though you're working at Sony, even though you're working at Amazon, the warehouse, it doesn't matter, right? We need to know exactly where we're headed, right? And we're going to head towards that direction. How we're going to first head towards that direction on quitting your job is first just starting a business, starting a LLC, because you have to know that this LLC has a possibility to be able to change your life. All right? Most people think that they have to develop their business off the strength of them earning their own money, right? Oh, I have to go out and earn this money from Amazon and then save it and then invest into my business. No, it's not the case. It is not the case. It is another way. All right? It is another way to be able to do this, guys. And I'm going to be the person that's showing you guys. All right? So that is going to be it today for this channel. I feel like that was a longer video than I thought. But make sure you guys subscribe and like to your boy channel. That way you'll be updated when I drop a new video, okay? I'm going to be helping you guys out with your business all 2022. And we're going to be expanding and growing, all right? It's your boy, Rich Secrets. And I'll catch y'all next time.